the first AI Quality Control Toolkit training module. In this module, the users will be able to create their own machine learning models for the detection and classification of anomalies in images. To create a project, you only need a name, a description, and to establish the privacy settings. Once the project is created, the user can add the different views, choosing between detection, classification, or detection and classification. This will determine the type of models that will be applied. After defining the views, the next step is to define the components to be detected and/or classified. In this case, the base and terminal objects are defined, which may be classified as defective or non-defective. The last step in the project configuration is to add the number of objects to each view. In this case, we will have 4 bases and 8 terminals per view. The next step is to upload the images and begin the tagging process. Once we have enough images tagged, we can begin with the training of the models, which are transparent for the user. To do this, we can go to the Views menu, select the model, and launch the training. With the trained models, it is possible to use the active learning feature so that the system will perform the labeling automatically, and the user will only have to review and correct its predictions. With a new dataset, another training can be launched. Once the accuracy of the models meets the user's quality criteria, they can be taken to production and start the classification of components in real time. Once the user has completed the training of the different models, these can be assigned to workstations. These stations, in addition to sending your identification, will send 1 or more images to the system, as well as the necessary information to know which model to apply to each of them. In this application, the user can check production in real time, generating a new entry in the table for each piece manufactured. For example, in this case we can check a piece manufactured in Spain in Station 121 of Factory 1. Over the piece, we can see which are the components and the ones that have defects. This application encompasses the production of all factories, so it is possible to check the production of any station of the company connected to the system. In this example, we have 3 different stations from 2 of the company's factories. In the piece, all those elements for which the model has been trained for will be identified and classified, distinguishing between the correct and the defective components. The information generated on the production line is collected every 15 minutes. From this information, our application can generate key performance indicators or KPIs that allow to evaluate any parameter of the production process in real time for any station in the factory, thanks to the centralized dashboard module. To do this, the user has a KPI editor where he has total freedom to define the KPIs that best fit his purpose. These will be calculated from the metrics that are generated with each element of the production line. The KPIs will be displayed in widgets, which are fully configurable by the user, and in turn can be grouped into different views. In this case, 2 views have been generated. In the first view, the user can view high-level indicators such as the production volume. In addition, it is possible to go in depth into the source of information, visualizing the information not only at the country level, but also at the production line level or even at the station level. In the second view, the trends of different KPIs over time are shown. In this case, the user also has the possibility to choose which elements of the topology he wants to visualize. And not only that, but it's also possible to choose the temporary aggregation with which the user wants to consult the information. These are just two examples, but with more than 50 widgets available, there are endless possible configurations to see the information generated by the factory.